You're listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hi, I am recording artist Marilyn Dunn from St. Louis, Missouri. If you are looking for some soul-stirring, anointed, spiritual, and heartfelt music, visit my website at www.marilynnDunnMinistries.com. Or you can also find me on CD Baby, iTunes, and Reverb Nation. For booking information, contact Mr. Kevin Dunn at 636-856-0551. That's 636-856-0551.
Hi, this is Cedric Ford, gospel music artist, composer, and minister, and I'm on Jerry Royce Live, and it's worldwide, baby. Worldwide.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
What up? It's your boy Kano Kingston.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions.
Hey, this is Pat. Hi, I'm Teresa Powell.
Hi, Jerry. This is Ira Sandro Carter.
Hi, this is Phil Powers.
Hello, this is Teresa Bobby with Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, I'm Philip Barron. I'm live on the Jerry Royce Show.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Houston Saint.
Peace, this is Dahlia the Poet, spoken word artist.
Hello, this is Ramon Marquis with Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everyone. You got Robin Lynn, and I'm keeping it live right now on Jerry Royce Live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? This is a award-winning podcast with the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide on Internet Radio, where you get your positive on. So when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Harding, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceutical, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse, a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.authorBillPowers.com.
Are you looking for the next great read? A book filled with love, passion, betrayal, and intrigue. The award-winning novel, Season of Change, by Tamika Patrice Kane is sure to satisfy your literary sweet tooth. Check out this must-read book reviewers are calling uplifting and emotional. And exceptionally great read, deeply intense and thought-provoking. Order your copy today, available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com or at www.tamikapatrice.com.
Are you an author looking for promotional services or a reader looking for a great read at low prices? In this competitive world of books, Writing Royalty Promotions is dedicated to bringing authors and readers together to build a greater respect for literature through our various promotional services and online bookstore. So head over to WritingRoyaltyPromotions.com and check us out.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and welcome to PositivePower21.org. I am Jerry Royce Live, and you're listening to episode 335 with Cedric Ford. That's right, Cedric Ford is with us tonight. And before I read his bio, let's hear our sponsor for tonight, Gerald Manuel. That's right, on Book Buzz. He's pushing a book called Finding Your Soulmate.
Hi, if you're struggling with your relationship or you just can't seem to find the right one, author Gerald Manuel has written an enlightening new book entitled How to Identify Your Spiritual Soulmate. You may order a copy today from Amazon.com or at barnesandnoble.com. This book is sure to answer many of the questions you may have. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. Check out Pastor Gerald Manuel. His book is on positivepower21.org, and you can get it at Amazon, also in Barnes & Noble. Check them out. All right, we appreciate the sponsorship. All right, tonight on the show, we got Cedric L. Ford, artist, minister, composer, born and raised on the west side of Chicago. Cedric Ford was introduced to the world of gospel music at a very young age. Early on, people began to recognize his distinctive musical abilities. At the tender age of 13, Cedric served as the minister of music of his grandfather's church, where he served his post for 14 years while nurturing and developing his incredible gifts. Cedric credits the shaping of his talents musically to his parents, Elder Colin and evangelist Emma J. Ford. His musical influences are Rance Allen, Commission, Stevie Wonder, the Clark Sisters, Johnny Hathaway, and many others. This time in his life undoubtedly prepared him for his recognized work with the Stellar Award nominated Shekinah Glory Minister, where Ford produced, sang, and wrote songs on two of their highly successful CDs. Praise is What I Do, and Shekinah Glory Life, Glory Live. I hope I'm saying that right. During the same time, Cedric began to expand his ministry and was called upon to contribute to the projects by gospel music legend Dorothy Norwood and the GMVA's Men's Choir. Cedric's deep grassroots, gospel roots, and soulful sound has allowed him to share the stage and pulpit alongside some of the greatest names in the gospel industry today, such as Donnie McClurkin, Dorothy Norwood, Albertina Walker, Israel Houghton, and New Breed, and Ron Canoli, and many more. Yeah, I know I was messing those people's names up. I hate to do that. Anyway, we're going to bring them on after we hear this cut from Cedric. Took us a long time to get this brother on the show, but we're going to listen to his song called Whose Report by Cedric L. Ford.
Do something for me. Clap like this here. 1, 2, 3. Clap your hands. Come on. Now when I say this verse, y'all stand with me. Say, listen. Whose report will you believe? You say. We shall believe the report of the Lord. Now clap. Come on. One more time. Say. Whose report will you believe? Yeah. We shall believe the report of the Lord. One more time. Come on, say his report. Say his report. Say his report.
All right, that's Cedric L. Ford, Whose Report. Welcome to the show, Cedric L. Ford. How you doing tonight, man?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, having a great time here in Houston, Texas, where the weather is wonderful.
Oh, lucky y'all, man. I think we're getting a little rain right now, but it's okay. We're waiting to see everything turn green anyway, so that's what we need, some of God's liquid magic. So it's good.
You're right, gotta have it, gotta have it.
That's right, man. And sorry, man, for messing up the gospel greats, man. A brother don't hear those names that often. And I think that name is what? Albertina Walker.
Albertina Walker and Shekinah Glory.
Shekinah Glory. And then the other guy was Israel Houghton.
Israel
Houghton. Right?
That was right.
Israel. All right, cool. All right, man. They the greats, the gospel greats. All right, bro. Your first question is, who is Cedric L. Ford, the gospel artist?
Wow. Oh, wow. Spans over several years, man, many years of being in this industry, man. Let's see. Started out as a kid with my parents. You know, I'm the oldest of 6 children, oldest boy. I'm the oldest boy. My sister's older, but the 6 of us. We started singing as kids. One of the craziest stories, my dad would see us in the middle of the floor. We'd have a vacuum, and I'd have a broom. My other brother would have a mop. My little other brother would have some spoons and a pot. And sisters, we'd all stand around the vacuum like it was a microphone. And we'd be listening to gospel greats like the Mighty Clouds of Joy and the Williams Brothers and Clark sisters, people like that. And we would be mimicking them. And he would, be like, y'all stop all that noise and stop it. Not recognizing that, he and my mom had produced some great singers. My whole entire family sings. And so we kept on at it. We kept at it. Before you know it, we were good, man. We would call it local celebrities there in Chicago, Illinois. My mom and dad, were both ministers. They would be preaching in different revivals and services, and they would put us up to sing first, and then they would go ahead and minister. And so it's birthed right there at our home church with my grandma and granddad. They were the pastors. My dad and mom were the co-pastors. We kept on practicing and kept on getting good and kept on getting good. So now each and every one of us had some type of success in the music industry. And so later, as I got to become an adult, I ventured off on my own, and I joined the church by the name, at that time it was New Christian Valley Baptist Church. Pastor Reverend H. Daniel Wilson, which is now better known as the Valley Kingdom Ministries International, where you have first the internationally acclaimed Stellar Award-winning Shekinah Glory Ministries. It's the praise and worship team that has been traveling all over the world, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ in music. We developed our sound right there at the church doing praise and worship on Sundays. We would do like almost an hour, maybe sometimes 2 hours. Sometimes it's all day, nothing but praise and worship, because the glory would come and feel and just drop into place. So we just kept on at it until our pastor noticed that we had something special. So then he gave it to our minister of music, Ms. Rose Harper, to produce our first album, which was called Praise Is What I Do, which is one of the biggest songs that has hit, written by my good friend William Murphy out there in Atlanta, Georgia. And I wrote 2 songs on that album, and I sung I think about 4 or 5 songs on the whole project. It went platinum. And then to follow that up, after I moved from Chicago to Houston, I went back, and I believe it was about 2003, 2004, around that time when Shekinah Glory recorded again. It was called Shekinah Glory Live, and that's where you got the big hit called Yes, written by my good friend Valencia Lacey. And I wrote 1 song on there, but I let 1.5 to 2 songs on that album, and it went platinum. And before that, I should have mentioned that 2000, actually 1999, Dorothy Norwood came to Chicago and had recorded a young lady a year prior to like 1998, and she discovered me. And so 1999, we did my first live recording called Cedric Ford, featuring featuring Visions, a choral ministry. It's a choir I used to sing in. And did my first album. I was signed to Malaco Records, Muscle Shows. Did pretty well and kept going from there. Like I said, that's when we did the Shekinah Glory album. Was featured on the GMWA Men's of Promise album in New Orleans. Featured on Dorothy Norwood's album, The Lord is a Wonder. Just had an awesome, still continuing to have an awesome experience in the gospel music industry. Served on the stage with the greats, Fred Hammond, John P. Key, you name them. I've had an opportunity to be in the vicinity of singing on the same stage as these people, and it's been wonderful. The greatest experience for me was to have the gospel greats, caravans, to be at my live recording. Only one didn't attend was Shirley Caesar, but it was great to have Albertina Walker, Inez Andrews, Dorothy Norwood, Dolores Washington. I was honored to have those women who paved the way for us to be able to sing this great gospel in front of the audiences that we sing in front of right now. And so on and on and on. Here lately I've had some international travels where I was able to do my very first overseas tour back in 2009 in Italy. I think it was we did a tour around Christmas and New Year's. We were there for like a month and a half, and it was wonderful. And from there, I would go and travel for the next 4 to 5 years to do an international tour with a band over there where we did 3 genres of music. We did gospel, we did soul, and we did blues. And so it's been a blessed journey, and I'm still journeying. I'm right now in the studio getting ready to release a new project, and my single should be coming out in the next couple of months. I'm excited. I'm excited about the new music. I'm so excited. You guys be ready. I'll be giving you a call and let you get a chance to be one of the first to play it. And I'm just excited about this new venture. I'm also starting a fellowship, a worldwide fellowship with worship leaders all over the world. We're going to have our first event this coming fall. It's called Worship Leaders United. If you guys want to check us out, look for us on Facebook, where worship leaders spell leaders at the end with a Z, an apostrophe Z instead of an S, so that we can have some differentiations, because there are a lot of people out there called worship leaders. So Worship Leaders United, check our page out, join our group if you want to be a part. This is just some of the things that God is blessing us with, serving at a wonderful church here in Houston, Texas, called The Rock, the Reflection of Christ's Kingdom. Is the word with the acronym of The Rock. Our pastor's world-renowned scholar, Dr. Dana Carson. And so I'm under training with him as far as pastoral things that we're going to be doing sometime in the future as well. So, man, it's just been a journey. I can keep going on and on, but that's just some of the things that God has blessed us to be a part of.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that me and my brothers are also in the studio. We've been produced by Grammy nominee Percy Beatty out of Chicago, Illinois. This guy produced for some of the greatest. He produced the BBC Lions, R. Kelly, wrote songs for R. Kelly. You name it. I mean, he's one of the greatest writers. And one of his greatest acclaims is when he was writing and producing for a Grammy Award winning Milton Bronson and the Thompson Community Singers out of Chicago, Illinois. And this man has written some of the biggest songs out there right now. So he's penned a song for my brothers and I that Marvin Winans and the Winans were killed for. But he gave it to us, and we're going to slap that boy. It'll be out pretty soon.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Wow, Cedric, you up to a lot, man. No wonder we couldn't get you on the line, man, those times, man. You got a lot going on, man, so you need people in your corner helping you, man. So you guys, because you guys are in the studio, you're not really doing no touring or anything right now, right?
Not at the moment. I'm doing little spot dates here and there, but as soon as we're finished, we're definitely going to be hitting the road trying to produce this new music. This new album coming on myself as well as with my brothers. We're definitely going to be out there trying to make it happen.
All right. Now, I missed this part of the bio because I didn't realize it was 2 pages. So you're currently serving as the pastor for the International Worship? That's a church? Is that what they say?
Yeah, I was at the church. Is the Rock Fellowship of Kingdom-Minded Leaders and Kingdom-Minded Ministries. I serve as the International Worship Pastor for all of our churches across America and the world. We have churches here in America, in Atlanta, in Memphis, in California, in Charlotte, North Carolina, and got several here in Texas, and we have one over in several over in South Africa, as well as in Liberia. And matter of fact, we're getting ready to make a trip to South Africa here in the fall as well, to do what we're calling our Kingdom Reformation Crusades. Our pastor is doing a reformation, rescuing the church from the evil one who's trying to destroy the church. But he's going to come preaching the gospel of the kingdom that is going to be preached here in the 21st century. So I say prepare to hear the word. He's an awesome man of God. So we're making a tour over there. But, I just serve as the pastor of worship. So when we come and do our convocations together, I kind of be involved in the music ministry.
All right. So what's the website, man, where people can find you guys, man, so they can, check out your services?
Well, for me, again, the services, that's going to be TheRock, WOI.com. And we do stream live. Matter of fact, we're streaming right now midweek Bible study.
So you said it's The Rock International?
The Rock. TheRock WOI, which stands for World Outreach International. So TheRock.com. TheRock, WOI.com.
All right, .com. All right, not .org. Okay. All right, sound good, man. So yeah, that look crazy if you type it out in small letters. Because we had the same problem. Because we actually have a magazine called the Rock News Magazine. And,
wow.
So we kind of hyphenated it. That's why we hyphenated it. All right, cool, man. You doing your thing, man. Now we're gonna take a quick break. I think you answered pretty much most of the questions we was gonna ask you, but we're gonna find something for you, though, bro. All right, everybody. So hold tight. We're gonna get a message from Dominique, and then my man James Deshay, the romance writer, the poet man, and Dominique Wilkins. She's owner of Good Books. All right, check out.
Have you been hurt? Been backstabbed? Got a talking back team? Well, you're not alone. No. Escaping to another reality. Through Dominic Wilkins' Good Books. Good Books, audio books, paperback, ebook, Good Books.
Available on authordwilkinsgoodbooks.com.
Are you looking for a great book of poetry that is romantic, heartfelt, and full of male emotion? Then get Thoughts, Love, and Reflections by James K. Deshay. That's D-E-S-H-A-Y. Go to www.jamesdeshay.com. You will enjoy Thoughts, Love, and Reflections.
Hi, I am Martha Crystal Alexis, and I'm on Positive Power 21 with Jerry Royce Live. Woohoo!
All right. Thank you, Crystal, bringing us back in. We're talking to Cedric L. Ford, pastor, international pastor. He's a busy man, but he's making things happen. When you're working for the Lord, you got to keep moving, right, man? You can't stop, man. Something's going to grab you.
You got to keep on work while it's a day, because there's going to come a time when you can't work.
That's right, man. That's right. While things are hot. Now we're going to listen to another song you have, and this one's called Created to Worship. Now the song we played before, are they new singles or are they just off of an old album?
Well, we recorded this album back in 2006, and it's still moving on radio even now to this day. I'm thankful that the radio announcers are still keeping us alive, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
It's a long time. Long time
That's right.
This album be running. Created to Worship is still getting a lot of airplay. And that's our number one single off the project we called. It was called Created to Worship, the album. So,
I like Who's Report. That was a nice song. All right, here we go.
Thanks,
Created to Worship. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about that first one. We're going to listen to this cut real quick. And we listen to Cedric Ford. All right, Created to Worship.
Not just to live in a house or mansion, not just to drive in a fine fancy car. I just want more than a tangible possession of this world. For made by the master's hand, I'm a unique design, not just to work every day for a dollar, not to dress for the approval of man. I have the image of a Father and a Savior, for with Him I stand, with Him I will remain. Oh.
All right, man, it's hot, man. I'm telling you, man, I've been so impressed with independent performing. Now, say, are you under a label or are you independent?
Independent, man. I had the opportunity to be under two major gospel labels. That was Malaco Muscle Shows, and I did we call a promotional distribution deal with Ty Scott Records for the last project. And so, no, I'm independent, man. I'm enjoying the ride.
Yeah. And then before we get into the song,
out there listening, and you want to pick us up, we got some good music for you.
yeah, man.
You gotta come with it.
Before we get into the songs, what you was trying to, what message you was trying to send to people. Tell us, man. Tell us about the challenges, being independent. The good and the bad in your work.
Well, here's the good. Being independent, whatever small amount you get, any kind of royalty you do get, you do see it. You don't have to worry about nobody recouping it off the top if you don't see any money till everything is almost gone. So being independent, I can actually see my money coming. My royalty checks, and if I do some stuff on iTunes or Amazon, whatever kind of real estate space I need to put on their website in order to get my money. So we just create a contract with them, and we get our percentages. We don't have to worry about going to a record company trying to get a check. That's one of the greatest things. Now, one of the downfalls is record companies over the years, especially major labels, they have the capital to promote and push you out there to get you seen, to do promotional tours, with radio and all that kind of stuff. They can get you more things than you can with the capital that they have. And I don't have the capital to do what I need. But, God has been good now with the social media.
Right. I know. Tell me about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So God has been good. So with social media coming on the deal, we don't have to depend on record labels like we would have to back in the day. And now, there's nothing wrong with being with a record company, but the respect has to be between the record company and the artist, whereas both can actually win from the project rather than the record company walking away with all the money. Now, if we can come up with a happy medium where everybody's happy, I'm willing to sign with whatever record company that's ready to make a deal. But it has to be something where we both can take something off the table. We can both eat from the same plate. Can't be no one deal. Now,
I'm not sure if you was watching that series Empire, but the guy that was Lyons, who was heading up the company, he was trying to make some deals with some artists. Exactly what was he saying to them? And, if you heard those lines, you remember those lines?
Well, the deals he was making, I don't know which part you're talking about, but just being in the industry and knowing a little bit of something is, they can sign those guys up and they can give them all this money up top and make them feel like they're balling and all that kind of stuff. And then the next thing you know, that recouping and stuff. Before they can sell millions of copies of records, but because of those tours, those toys, those advances, when you really make a lot of money, they can always write off everything you do. Every time you eat something from out of their refrigerator, they're writing it off, so that when it comes to collecting the money from the vendors or from the stores or where they put it on the shelf life, they can keep all your money. And then you're written into those contracts, and when you think you can get out and do better, they sign you and they make you sign off on your royalties. They get your writers' royalties and your publishing, and they own all of your masters. And, that Empire movie was one thing. The greatest movie that taught me a whole lot was that Ray Charles album, that Ray. When he was able to negotiate, that he get to keep his masters, get his publishing and his right, and get the right amount of money. That man was a smart businessman.
Yeah.
Empire just showed the good, the bad, and the ugly of the industry, how they do people, man.
Yeah. Because he had said something when he had brought this white rapper in. I think it was two dudes maybe, and he was trying to sell him on this new deal because of the piracy, because people was doing so many downloads. I guess the record industry claimed they're not making no money because
touching it. Because of the downloads, man. You got Spotify, you got Pandora. You can go and listen to everybody's record for free. Now, the only thing you can do that can help the artist is now they're paying royalties, of which they're paying pennies. I mean, they really. You can get spent on Pandora or Spotify 600,000 times, and you can see a check for maybe like $200. That is crazy.
Really? Wow.
Yes, it's terrible. So a lot of people, I'm looking into it to see how we can pull my music off of these things, because people can just pull up the album and listen to it for free. If they want, they can download it, but at iTunes, at least you're getting something out of it. It's 99 cents or $1.29 download. At least you just think about it. I do a project and I put all my music on iTunes, and at $1 or $1.29, and you say I sell 30, 40, maybe 50,000, units. That's a pretty nice piece of change.
Yeah, no doubt.
But but digital radio, man, digital downloads, the internet is killing the industry because they're not pushing those CDs across the shelf no more. That's why you see CDs in stores, brand new CDs coming out now, $10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was a concern, and that was the concern I think everybody had when everything went digital media, because for one, the record industry was raping people anyway, man. They were charging $25 for, and then they rushed the artists to do the CDs, and sometimes it was only like 2 songs out of 15 that you enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, they do all those little fillers on there, just throw something on there to make it a full album.
Yeah.
But I was blessed, man. A radio guy in Atlanta, by the name of Eli Smith, he called me. He said, man, listen, I want to let you know, because I wasn't getting the airplay like I was supposed to, that he said I didn't deserve. He said, I want you to know gospel music is messing up and they're missing a great album. It's been such a long time that I can hear an album and can enjoy the whole thing.
Yeah. And I've been noticing that.
Somebody say that.
Yeah, I've been noticing the same thing about the gospel, because one of my favorite artists right now is Angel Sessions. I can listen to that thing straight through, just like jazz. And I think it's sometimes it's because of the genre. Now I can listen to gospel all the way through, and listen sound like it's too many people. Like I don't really care for gospel music when it's like 100 people on the song.
Okay.
Now,
right.
1 or 2, 3 is great. Kind of like a Supreme type setup. But I don't like listening to the whole choir. That's my thing.
I hear you. Everybody has their pick and their chooses.
Yeah. I
don't like hip hop. I mean, seriously, period. And everybody, that's one of the biggest genres right now in the world. I can't stand for dudes to be up there using profanity out on the stage, just talking. Mm-hmm. It's not music to me. It's just a bunch of talking. I mean, I'm a crooner. I want to hear some good vocals, some good singing.
That's right.
I mean, it's creativity. I don't hate on our African American brothers and sisters who out there getting it. I know that's today that's what's happening for our younger generation. They loving it. But I was born late. I was born in '68, so I'm not really real '60s baby. But I was born right there '60s, '70s, and we used to sing it. I ain't used to all nobody selling out concerts, and you just on the stage yelling and screaming and cussing, and y'all feeling this. Man, I just stand on the stage and cuss.
I know. That's crazy. I know. Because, see, my thing is, I grew up pretty much in the Methodist church, and it's like everybody sings together. And then this one Methodist, when my wife and I got married, we was members, and the pastor put together a gospel group, and they were only playing like the third Sunday of the month. But, they had some people that could really sing, and you had maybe about 10, 15 people behind them singing in the background, but they pretty much with the stronger voices. And that's what I really was starting to enjoy. But I don't know, it's just something about when there's too many people singing at the same time. It's like I really can't get the message. You don't hear that one talented voice, because you figure out, I've been on groups, choirs, when it was 2 people that really could sing out of 50 of them. So it's like a bunch of air coming out. But, I've been hearing some really good stuff coming out of our gospel music out of Florida with Pastor Powell. Him and his wife got a station that plays gospel music all day long. I think you pay for rotation, and they play your music. And I think what they do, they put your cover display right out there, so somebody sees something you like. And I'm always saying it to myself. I said, wow, I really like this song. Let me go get it real quick. And I'm like, oh man, I forgot to write down the name of the song. But he mentions it as he plays them, so you can purchase them. So I think that's a good thing versus you listening to terrestrial radio and they don't really introduce the artist, or you can remember because you're trying to drive your car. Now tell me, let's talk about the challenges with the internet. We got a little bit of time left. The internet versus terrestrial radio. Which one you think you favor when it comes to your, reaching a larger audience and album sales coming from those rotations?
Well, you have stations like XM Sirius. XM Sirius, when I see my royalty statement, happens to be the biggest thing for me. That's where I collect most of the royalties. XM Sirius is, also on the internet as well as on satellite radio.
Right.
Then you have the thing, like I said, like the Pandora and Spotify. You have a lot of internet radio stations, a lot of independent radio stations, of which, again, can pick up royalties with a new thing called Sound Exchange that does a lot of counting and charting for digital radio play. But like I said, it's all for pennies. And so, but I would say it's a mixture of the two, because digital internet radios is the new wave. It's what's happening. A lot of radio stations, are really getting, away from it. You think about it. We had a 24-hour station here in Houston of gospel music, and they pulled that immediately. But that station still has it, but it's only internet only when you allow the albums. Her morning show still syndicated, but they pulled it off here and they put them on our internet radio. So, it's just the wave. It's the wave of what's happening for the future, man. And I'm okay with it either way, as long as I'm still able to collect royalties. And I'm looking forward to BMI, ASCAP, and all of the other publishing companies to be able to work out a deal with digital radio, and somebody crack down on them, man, so we can get paid, man. Cause YouTube, I mean, you would think, man, these people doing thousands and millions of plays on YouTube views, and they paying pennies as well.
Yeah, right. Cause they supposed to monetize your video when it gets so many plays.
Yeah,
you're
so many
supposed to see
plays.
some money from it.
But then when you get the little small, they give you little pennies. They robbing people, man. And it's free advertising. We get it. But, man, come on now.
Yeah. It has made people stars. And I know there's a lot of smaller podcasts are actually streaming some of the YouTube signals down, but people starting to get exposed to you, and then they say, oh, I want to buy that single, the owner. Because just think about this, too. Still right now, Cedric, everything is really, really new to everybody. You got everybody starting to get plugged up to their iPhones and their Galaxies with their Androids, and they want to own music. They want to own clean music on their devices and play it when they want to play it, instead of titles out there now. But what's going to happen? They playing the music they want to play. I want to hear what I want to hear when I want to hear. So I want to purchase my music. I love purchasing, especially you talking about
what Spotify
singles.
And a lot of these other digitals do. They give you an opportunity to set up your own station to play what you want, when you want it. But they do it for free. Whereas on my app, which I tore my app down because I had to do some constructive work to get it where I want it to be on. Like on Reverb Nation as well. They can still buy it, purchase the singles and purchase the songs, for the 99 download or whatever. But I'm just trying to perfect some things this next wave, man, so that I can best bang out of the buck and maximize my opportunities, man. Cause, I don't know how I'm not as young as I used to be. My opportunities is closing. For some things, to probably touring and all that kind of stuff, but I'll always be forever a writer and a composer. And I'll just sell. That's
right. It's a lot of talent. Yeah, I was going to ask you. We got a couple of minutes, man. I was going to ask you. Are you planning to? You're getting a little older. The knees starting to bother you after a while. Are you looking to start doing, more studio work? Like, do you have your own studio where you can start recruiting young artists around the Texas area?
As a blessing, I attend a wonderful church, and we were able to purchase 11 acres of land, and we built a studio on campus. And I have, opportunity to go in there and do some work. I'm going to be looking to do some things with my children. Both my kids can sing, and even down through my family line, my nephews and nieces, a bunch of them can sing. Really starting to crack down in our family. We fought long enough. It's time for us to fight for real, fight together instead of fighting separate. We've got some wonderful producers and music heads in our family, man. And we're starting to pull that stuff together to leave a legacy for our kids, And if there's some other little talents around here, and I write music for several artists. As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, I wrote for Georgia Mass, got a song out on them right now. Got a friend in Oklahoma's asking me to send some music down to him. So that's my next leg of music, is after I put a come to close on actually touring and singing and taking a lot of engagements. So I'm just gonna sit down with the pen and keep on writing. Send them out to different artists. That's
right. And Cedric, I got a big question for you, man. You got to answer me this, man, because I think some of you guys just don't get it. I think sometimes, this is just my opinion. I think sometimes the musicians don't get it. All right. Listen to me out, man, and then you got a couple minutes to answer the question because we got to get ready for the next show. All right. Now, and just think about it now. I'm going to just throw some big names out there. All right.
Go ahead.
Just think about Madonna, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Michael Jackson, Adele. they came out with video albums and their record sales went crazy. And then Beyonce, Alicia Keys, and I think Adele had phenomenal DVD sales. Why you guys just don't think about, okay, they can have the music on the downloads. People are visual now. They got high definition TV studios in their house. Why you don't just put on a phenomenal production and sell DVDs downloads?
Well, I don't know about DVD downloads. I know anything about that because I have a DVD with my project. That's why I still sell my CDs at $20 a pop, because I have a CD as well as a DVD in my package. So
yeah,
I do that. That's what we do.
Oh, okay, you're doing
it. That's why Shekinah Glory, the group we did, went platinum, because we sold DVDs along with the CD, and you cannot duplicate the experience that you get from being able to see it. Now, being in there, it's another story, but to be able to capture it on tape and be able to watch it and feel like you're in the audience.
Yeah, I love
I know that. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're doing it then, so you got it. Okay, because I love it, man. I mean, especially now with digital cameras and stuff being so inexpensive now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then then you can get the recording equipment for hardly anything now too. You could. I love it, man. I mean, I enjoy sitting there watching. I mean, and plus not only just them, but Rihanna has captured. I think that's what really plateaued Rihanna. I mean, I know you're not into hip hop, but I know she's a pop star, and she came out with the most videos I've ever seen of any artist since Michael Jackson. But she's making that kind of money that people want to see her perform, because almost all her songs are hits. And I think that's because of the videos. All right, man, we got to get out of here, but we appreciate you being here. But before you go, Cedric, you gotta do your you gotta do a final thoughts for. But we're gonna do a quick commercial, man. All right, from Reese Publishing, so we get your final thoughts. All right, this is Reese World Publishing, y'all, from Book Buzz.
Are you an avid reader of urban fiction, looking for drama, suspense, and more? Reese World Publishing is dedicated to bringing the world's best literature to our readers. Urban fiction, erotica, sci-fi, mainstream fiction, and children's literature are just some of the genres produced by our diversified family of authors. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and at our website, www.reeseworldpublishing.com.
All right, we're talking to Cedric L. Ford. Man, he's doing it out there. He said he's old, but he's not really that old, y'all. He's just saying that. All right, man, we're gonna be looking for that download, man. What kind of deals can music artists like yourself strike with, Hulu and Netflix, in their music selection? How would that work?
You put something on my mind to think about, because that's the new wave of television as well. They're getting ready to take over cable TV. A lot of people get away from direct TV and satellite TV, and they just do Hulu and Netflix and watch what they want to watch, and I have to get through the channels and try to find something to watch. So that's the next wave as well. So
the deal with them is that because Netflix and them put the covers up there, people select their movies based on what the covers look like. With cable on them, you're looking at titles. You don't know if it's a good one or not.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna do some. Thank you. I'm gonna do some research now.
Yeah, I'm an innovator, man. I'm taking this thing right here to new heights too, man. I'm doing the same thing every day. I'm brainstorming how to make this a one-stop shop so people can find, people like you, man. So I would love to carry your program. That's why we got this thing called My Channel, where people can purchase a channel and put their videos and their music, where people get a chance to sample your stuff and then make a decision to go out and just click it and purchase it from Amazon. That's what we're working on right now. Yeah, so I'll send you something. Yeah, man.
This stuff, man. No need to sit back and have to wait on people. You can just put your own stuff out there and make it happen. So
take control. That's right.
Yeah, have control of your own destiny. So I appreciate that information. So now I'm going to do some research and see how we can make it happen.
That's right. You need them websites. That's one of the things that the Facebook experts are saying. They said, don't think Facebook is your website. That's where your leads are. You use that to bring people to your website. You know, so if you got sample music.
Is being constructed right now. It's being reconstructed. I have it up. I got like a little stagnant phase, but right now it's under construction. And so
yeah, man, you got to make that.
I want to get my website out to the people. It's www.cedricford.com. That's www.cedricford.com. Of course, you just mentioned social media. I'm on Twitter. You know, put my name in all of those. Cedric Ford, you'll find all of that. We're getting ready to, again, we're getting ready to start. We've already started our worldwide fellowship with worship leaders across America with all the churches. Those of you who are looking for someone who can come and help to, help the praise team. If you want to set up a praise team, if you want someone to consult with you, musicians. I've been doing this over 20-something years. And so Worship Leaders United, leaders spelled with an apostrophe D. We're starting our fellowship, and our first event is going to be here in the fall, right here in Houston, Texas. They're coming from all over the world. We got people coming from Toronto. Hopefully some of our friends will come from South Africa and other places, and all over America. We're going to meet here and have a 2-day summit where we're going to share with them some good information, man, so they can help build their local churches, And we're not looking for all of these huge churches to come. We have so many small to medium-sized ministries that can use some good consultants, some good work, help and resources, and we have that for them. And so, again, my website is CedricFord.com, www.cedricford.com. If you want to book us, you can always look us up. My girl, Act Ministry out of Nashville, Tennessee. She's my manager. She's a wonderful lady.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got on there.
She's the one who hooked us up with you.
Yeah, absolutely. She's awesome, man. Hey, Seth, go ahead and give us your final thought, man. I got to do another show, brother. I know we started a little late.
For me, I say...
All right, go ahead and give us your final thoughts. Go ahead.
All right, final thoughts is, man, stay with the Lord. If you're not with Him, get with Him. Let's continue to love each other. Let's continue to love Jesus. He is the answer for the world. And that would be my final thought of anything. Just, love on Jesus and let Jesus love on you.
That's right. Amen. That's right. Speak as God talk. All right, everybody. We had CedricFord.com on the show. He was awesome. And I tell you guys all the time, you want to hear some good stuff, you got to listen to Joy Royce Live worldwide on PositivePower21.org. And don't forget, you can hit me up on Spreaker.com/PositivePower21. Take care, everybody. Stay awesome all week long. And thanks a million, Said. You was awesome, brother. Thanks, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to Jerry Royce Live on PositivePower21.org and Spreaker.com/PositivePower21. This is a Royce Enterprises production. And don't forget about replay on Facebook.com/Jerry Royce Live. All right, y'all, for those of you still hanging out in the virtual studio, you're welcome to hang around for the next show, but you got to dial back in. We got Pastor Gerald Manuel coming up next, talk about relationships. That's right, finding your soulmate. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks for hanging out. I'm Jerry Royce Live. I'm worldwide.